What's up, guys? We got a Jeep Grand Cherokee 1998 model. Customer went way beyond his limit on these brake pads and rotors. Hit the rotor back here, so we're gonna replace the caliper today and pads and rotors. So if you hear any type of noise with the brakes, it's best to stop. But check this out, the caliper is done. Look at this, the hardware. There's a piece of part of the piston, and there's more pieces of the piston, so the piston is completely shattered. And what we're gonna do is, we got this caliper sitting up here, we're gonna just let it sit up there. I'm gonna take 18 millimeter, gonna go to the back, we're gonna bang out both of the bolts for the bracket. That's one. And we're gonna send this back to the parts guy, a souvenir, decent pad. Anyways, this water should come out just by banging on it. Okay, there we are. So much corrosion. Check this out. Completely shot. The water is done. So, I'm gonna clean all this out with the wire brush. That's all you need to do. Clean it with the wire brush, lubricate a bit, and then we can put our new caliper on. But what we're gonna do is, let's not stretch this line too much. I want to loosen up this line, so I'll do that. I'm gonna go get some more tools. There's probably no fluid in this line, and my light is kind of all wacky somewhere else. And I'm gonna take a 14 millimeter here. So this is the bolt we need to take off. There you go. Probably got some fluid or no fluid, but come on, really? You're gonna hold on to that? Okay, we'll leave the socket there with it. But there it is. The caliper is shot, and got fluid come out. That's fine. I'm gonna go get a couple of rags to wipe things down, and we'll wait for the new pieces. So let's wire brush the heck out of this hub so the new rotor can sit on it flush. Wear some gloves and wear some mask and wear some goggles for your eyes. And there we have it. So I'm gonna wire brush this down as much as I can, and it doesn't have to be nothing crazy. So at least the rotor has a nice, clean, flush surface to sit on. There we have it. Ooh, some parts cleaner on it, baby, and it's good to go. All right, guys. So we're gonna come back till we get new pieces, and then we'll continue. Okay, so I went and got me pads and rotors. What we're gonna do is, I'm gonna have to set up my lighting a little bit better. We're gonna put this rotor on, so make sure you clean the rotor. This rotor is clean, okay? I cleaned it with parts cleaner. I got a little bit greasy on the hub, and I want to use one of the old lug nuts. Well, we're gonna be using the lug nuts anyway, the same ones, to put everything back on. Next step here, we're gonna go get the caliper, and we're gonna put the caliper on. Okay, boys and girls, here goes nothing. So let's talk a little bit about this caliper here. So whenever you put in this caliper, so this is, for instance, this caliper goes from the back here like that. Bleeder wall is up on the top. So if this caliper was in front of it and this caliper went like that, the bleeder wall becomes in the bottom. Sometimes you can mix up the right and left, even though the line won't allow you. But I've seen it happen on some cars. So we're gonna put this on. We're gonna use the same bolts that was back there already. Let me see if I can catch the threads. There you go. I felt some thready caught up in there. And there we have it. Okay. Alright. Let me see if I can get the bottom one here without the light, because the camera is using my light. And there we have it. So what we're going to do now is, I'm going to use my impact to tighten everything up. But prior to that, I'm gonna remove the caliper. It's one bolt. And this baby just comes out just like that. We're gonna put this to the side. So what I want to do is I'm gonna lock up both bolts here, nice and tight. Okay, this is 18mm I'm using here. There you go. Next up, we're gonna go get the hardware. Hey, wait, the hardware was here, right here. So this is the hardware. So what I like to do here is, it's 4 pieces. So this baby is gonna go, okay, this would be wrong to put here. This would be wrong to put here. So the only 2 are gonna match up. These are gonna match right here. So what I like to do is, I like to put a little bit of grease in the bottom here where this hardware is gonna sit. All 4 spots, just a tiny amount. And what happens there is, anything you get on the caliper, it's okay, we can clean it off. It's not metal to metal no more, okay? We got grease sitting in between. So the bleeding is the only process that I might not be able to show you today, because I got a friend, buddy of mine, coming to help me bleed. I don't know what time he's gonna come, but I'm not gonna wait around for him and pause my video. Okay, there we have it. And this baby's gonna go right here. There you go. And if it doesn't seem like it's in there, just tap with the screwdriver or your tool and it would just sit flush. You want to make it sit flush so you don't have a hard time putting your brake pads in. It's time to go get the brake pads. Okay, there's one extra hardware here. This goes on the pad, like right here. So I would choose to put it in the bottom on the inner pad, but I want to do this on the other side, not on this side. So pretty much I want to take a little bit of greasing and I like to put it on the tip of these brake pads, and that way it can slip and slide. A lot of people doesn't want me to put, I stopped putting grease over here even though I like to. And if your pads doesn't fit in there smooth like that, if you gotta hit them and jam them in, that means you gotta file them. I got videos on just doing all that. So nothing should be scraping against your pads and rotors when you test drive this baby. So take your caliper, it's already pre-greased, and this baby goes down in on it, and we're gonna take the big bolt here, which is 18mm also, and we're gonna lock that baby in. That's 17mm, but 18 fits on it. What I want to do now is I want to take off, I'm taking off, so this is a special bolt. It's hollow from the middle so the fluid can travel. It comes with 2 washers. So I'm going to show you guys this, but let me go get the tool first for this. Okay guys, so remember, we took off this line. You got fluid in it. You got 2 washers. One stays behind with this, and the other one is stuck there. So I like to tap on these guys and get it off, because they won't just come off just like that. There you go. It's gone. This baby's gone. So make sure you don't get mixed up and you put 4 or 3 crush washers. So one goes in the back of this bolt, one goes in the front of this, and make sure the surface is nice and clean. And then you just take this baby and it sits right there. It's like a square section here. Can't go wrong here, guys. And this guy goes right on. So we're pretty much done here, guys. So if you need to replace your pads, rotors, and caliper, it's not that hard. And this is a bleed wall. You gotta bleed it, okay? Since we only had issue with this, you could get away with just bleeding this, or you might have to bleed it several times, put fluid in there, have somebody pump it. And I got videos on how to do that. Probably different car, same procedure. So nice and tight. You don't want to go crazy because you can snap these bolts. So, and you do want to check for leaks once it's completed. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it and like, and see you guys on the next video. So Jeep has successfully got a new pads and rotors and caliper here. All we need to do is bleed this baby.